Hey everybody, Dr. Sandra Colton in DC here. I am so excited. Let me just adjust this for a second. I am excited because I just clicked on my Twitter and on YouTube. So if you are watching this on Amazon Live, we are now simulcasting. And I'm coming to you just barefaced today because today I'm talking about last minute gifts. And if you know me on any of my other profiles, I talk about style and strategy. And one of the things that I lean into the most is talking about digital marketing. So when you see me on Amazon Live, you are going to also get a double dose of personal branding, product development, personal development, and social media strategy. So you're getting kind of all the things plus my favorites and some of the new ones that I'm trying for you just today. So you're getting me barefaced because today I'm going to be talking about a lot of last minute gifts that have to do with skincare and beauty. So let's just get into it, right? It is Saturday morning. It's about 10:20 something right now here on the West Coast, and it rained outside last night. So if you are joining me from anywhere else in the world, feel free. I'm going to write in the chat here, hello, and let me know where you are joining me from. I am really excited to be with you in all of these amazing these amazing platforms. And I just want to say hi. I have a bowl here of water to wash my face after I'm done here with this first one. But I thought, let me just go live on Twitter. If you haven't had a chance to join me on Amazon Live, you can follow me. I'm pretty sure it is in the top left corner. You can follow my profile. Today, I just want to run through the things that I'm going to talk about today on Amazon Live so that you can see what we're going to be putting on. Okay, so just to kind of get started, there is something that I haven't had a chance to use, but you are going to see it live in action today, which is something called Lottie London. And it's something called Wing Woman. So I'm assuming we are just going to be doing some wing tip action. But I love the packaging. So I'm going to be talking about that today. Also, I have something new. It's called Spackle. That's why my face is clean. All right, so this is Laura Geller Spackle. So I don't know if you can see that. It's called Hydrate, Moisturizes, and Replenishes. So I'm going to be doing this as well, so you can see. Hopefully it'll be moisturizing my face and replenishing all the goodness. Another one that I'm going to be trying out for you today is, hold please, Origins, which I love Origins. Like I said a long time ago on one of my first Amazon lives, they have something called Well Off. So if you haven't had a chance to go back to, I think it's my first Amazon live, Well Off is the ish. It is the eye makeup remover of the decade. Okay. But I am going to be using Origins. It's called Clear Improvement. This is what I'm going to start with today. And this is actually called, it's an active charcoal mask. So we're going to be starting off with that. That's why I'm barefaced for you today. And then also Clarins. Let me put that on the screen so you can see. Clarins, I love Clarins as well, but this is a Hydra Essential. It's an eye mask. So I'm going to be doing both. Now, I don't know that we should be doing both in the same sitting, but I'm going to be trying out both because it's literally, if you can see, this is called work, right? I see it on my face. But I'm going to be putting this eye mask here. So I'm going to try to leave this area a little bit clear when I do the Origins mask for you today. And then also there's a few different makeup essentials that I'm going to be trying on, which I haven't had a chance. There's a MAC lipstick that is gorgeous, and a few other things. So stick around. Follow me on Amazon Live if you haven't had a chance to click the button so that you get notified whenever I go live. And then also, see, you can see, like, I am fully, like, not in my glamorous mode, but you don't have to be. I just want to stress that you don't have to be. That's why some of these last minute gifts I think are really cool to be giving, because some of them are masks, which are always a good, like, feel good moment, but they're also, some of them are really kind of on the smaller side. These are really kind of small, but the ones that I have in the bottom cart area, you can check out whichever ones you want. When you click through to the actual product, they have different sizes, so you can make those calls for yourself as to how big a product you need to be giving. But these are last minute gifts that I love, that I wanted to share with you. And I hope that as we're going through all of these, if you have questions like, how does it feel? Does it smell good? Or whatever it is that you have a question about, or how does it compare to this? Do you have experience with this? Like, ask those questions, because that's what I'm here for, is to give you my perspective on these products that I am excited to share with you today, and that I will have experience with, and share that literally as it's happening with you. And then I have experience with some of the other ones, like the NARS palette, which I am an avid user of. And I don't always use all of the colors, but today I'm going to use some of the ones that I don't always use. So you're going to see, look, it looks nice with the background. So you're going to see some of the ones that I don't typically use, because sometimes I feel like that happens. Tell me in the comments if this happens to you, where you buy a palette and then you get addicted to one color, right? And then that's just what you go to, right? And then you and then that one color, you just use it the whole time, and then, like, there's 5 other colors that are like full, right? How many times have you done this? But sometimes I feel like that's what I've done with some of my MAC makeup, which I end up getting like a 2 palette of something that I literally just used out of a bigger palette. I don't know. Maybe that's just me. So let's just start with my husband's going to be coming in, so you're going to hear him come in. But I'm going to start with this Origins. If you want to click through, I'm going to show you on my screen, if I can pull it up here, so that you have a little bit more of the product in your eye line. It's called Origins Clear Improvement. It's an active charcoal mask to clear pores. So I really think that as a gift, these are kind of fun, because you are able to provide an experience. Like I said, in a lot of different ones that I talk to you about here on Amazon Live, I like to give things that are gifts that are experiences. So when you are, here you go. So you can see this. Let me put it over here. You can see literally it's not so big. So when you're thinking about a mask, you probably don't need that much of a mask, right? To make it happen. Like, this says it's 5 left in stock. I'm assuming as you add this to your cart, it has a little thing here. And I don't know if you can see, but let's do it. Let's just put this baby on. Oh, it's cool. And it's kind of thin. So let's see. I'm not quite sure if it's going to make my face, how some masks make your face, what is it called? Hard, like it hardens up. So we'll see how that works. I'm going to leave this area underneath my eyes, because I'm going to do the other mask while we're doing this. So this one is called the Origins Clear Improvement. It's $22.40 currently on the screen. But it's an active charcoal mask to remove blackheads. Oops. Hi. Hello. Yeah, this is the life right here. But I'm excited because why not? Let's just make this a thing. Because I have those. Everybody has those. Yes. And it feels very cool when you put it on, and then just kind of feels wet. So we shall see how this works out. Get it everywhere here. It's one of the thinner masks that I've put on. And And there's not a whole lot in this tube, so I'm not feeling like you should be lathering too much, but I don't work for Origins, so we're just gonna do, oh, it's getting a little thicker, parts that are drying. Okay, let me get it on my nose, and then I'm gonna do the other product so you can see. And obviously you don't want to mess with your face in a way that is going to harm yourself. So don't put it near your eyes. That's my general rule. All right, so we'll leave this bad baby on. And we'll see how it works. Okay, so this is the Origins Clear Improvement. Let me get over here. Clear Improvement Active Charcoal Mask. It's 2.5 fluid ounces. And like I said, I love Origins. Origins, it feels a little tingly. I can tell you that. I have used their products before, and I've recommended a few here during my Amazon lives as well. So if you're joining me on any other platform, feel free to pop over to Amazon Live and hit that follow button, because then you'll get notified and you'll see the screen that is actually up right now showcasing the product that I am testing out right now. And the reason that I love testing out some products live is because you see my full reaction. You are not getting any filtered, oh, this is great. No, you're getting the full reaction. So this is a little tingly right now. Like I said, I started with the blank face, and I haven't had a chance to utilize this one. And so I wanted to test it out. This says in the product description, it's for combination skin. It's a deep cleaning mask. And so if you are wanting to find a last minute gift, I love something that gives an experience to people. So feel free to give experiences for the holidays. So this is something, it's like, hey girl, let's get together and do a mask night, or night before Christmas, you're putting Christmas gifts together, but maybe you take 10 minutes before you start wrapping to put on a mask so that you are getting stuff done while you're wrapping your gifts, or whatever it is. Or put it into a stocking stuffer, right? Smack a little bow on top of that and put it in the stocking. Like, you can get it done any way you want. But this one, it's $22.40, and I love it. Now, when you talk about style and strategy, like I do all the time, this is something that I think if you're using any sort of means to make you feel better, right? Or improve your quality of life, then when you go into your work day or your work week, you step in with a different attitude, right? And that's a strategy. That is the definite strategy, to step into your life with a different kind of attitude. And if this is going to like help you get there, then hey. So we're going to leave this on for just a little bit, and I am going to wash my hand really quickly. But I'm going to leave this on while I do the next one, which is the eye mask. So I just want to take a little bit of this off right here. So for me, my under eyes, I have bags, right? And a lot of people do. I have 2 kids. So that's my source. But what I wanted to show you is Clarins. And so Clarins, what I'm going to be doing is the eye mask while I'm doing this Origins mask. So I'm going to have that one up on the screen while I do that one as well. So the Clarins one, let me pop it up on the screen so that you can see it. And then you will be able to see more about the product as well. So let me do that really quickly and show you. Hopefully you're having a good Saturday. Let me stop that screen and let me share this Clarins screen, because I'm going to do this eye mask by Clarins. So if you see it here, it's a little blue ditty. It's $27.76, and it's a reviving eye mask. And so this one, it says it's for all skin types. And let me move this here so you can see. It's in stock. It's 30 ml. It's an Amazon choice. It has 70 ratings. I mean, hello, 70 ratings. And this is it. So mine is a little bit different of the packaging, but you can see it says Hydra Essential. And this is what we're going to be trying out right now. I'm going to do this under my eyes because this is just specifically an eye mask. Let me wipe this off. And that black charcoal. So I'm also doing the black charcoal mask by Origins. So this one, as you can see, it is white. Okay. Or it's a little bluish tint. I don't know if you can see that, but it's a little bluish tint. But we're going to be doing this just under here. We're doing both at the same time because I don't typically have any sort of blackheads underneath my eyes. And that's what the Origins one is actually for. So we're going to do this mask underneath. So we're doing Clarins under my eyes and we're doing Origins on my face. So we're just going to do this. And like I said before, you don't want to get anything in your eyes when you're doing this stuff. But this, I mean, it's pretty light. You can't really see it too much for the Clarins. And what I don't know if you can see this, but as you put it out, super light, it's really thin. It smells kind of like cucumber. Smells kind of like cucumber. Okay, so we have both on right now. This one's getting kind of tight. The Origins one, I don't know if you can see that. But so we have Clarins. The Clarins one is under my eyes doing the eye mask. And what I have read, because I actually looked this up, because I didn't know if this was an eye mask for over your eye or under your eye. And what I had found is that most people are doing under the eye. And so I have seen people say that this you can do for 10 minutes or overnight. So I would just do your due diligence on the actual product description. It doesn't say. But when I looked it up, that's what some people were doing is either 10 minutes for the eye mask or an overnight thing. So this one is the Clarins that I'm doing under, and it is $27.76 right now on Amazon. But like I said, again, it's an experience, right? If you're looking for a last minute gift for someone that is an experience, and I say last minute because Amazon, you can have Prime and it can come the next day typically, but think about this as you're looking for your Christmas gifts or your holiday, gift exchange or whatever you're doing for your work gifts, that everyone loves this kind of stuff as far as like doing some sort of something that makes you refreshed and feel better, right? So it's never a bad thing, even if this gift is for a guy or a girl, right? If it's for your mom or your dad, for your sister or your brother, like people like to do this kind of stuff. So it gives them a chance. And if they are a re-gift giver, this is not a bad re-gift. So think about that. This is a little tight now. A little tighter, like my face doesn't actually move too much. So think about your strategies going into your gift giving season, right? If you don't know what people like, this is not a bad gift either. If you are unaware of what's going to make somebody's day better, this is a great one too. So this one that I have on here is the Origins. I think it's called Active Charcoal Mask. That's in the list below. And then this one underneath my eyes is the Clarins one. Okay, so I'm going to take off the Origins one. I'm going to try to leave on the other one. So I'm hoping that as we get moving through these, that I start looking a little bit more like myself. All right, so I always just have this here. I'm going to flip this back over so that you can see the Origins one. that I'm taking off. So you will be able to see that on your screen. And I'm going to stop sharing that screen so that I can get back over to the Origins one so that you can see what I'm taking off. All right. So if you have any questions, feel free to put them into the chat. I love chatting with you. So let me know that you're here and hit that follow button for the Amazon Live so that you can know whenever I go live. So this one I'm going to be taking off and hopefully feel refreshed. So I will let you know how this goes. But this one is the Clear Improvement Active Charcoal Mask that I'm taking off. And it comes off pretty easily too. So as you can see, like my skin, I have lighter face than my skin down here. But that always, I feel like a lot of people do because, you know, your face is always in the sun and then you try to shield it and then you end up with like two-tone skin and your arms are darker than your face, all that stuff, right? Okay, so we will get this off and I will hopefully show you how this is working. Get this off of my face. Woo! Coming back to life. So this one again is the Origins mask. So I'm taking this one off, but I'm leaving that Clarins one on for a little bit longer underneath my eyes. So the Clarins one is staying on for just a few more minutes, and the Origins one is the one I'm taking off. So if you know anybody who would need some sort of fun Christmas gift, I think this is a great last minute Christmas gift. Because anything that you can give people that's an experience, it shows that you didn't like think of it last minute. You know what I mean? Like it's not just like a random gift that like you're like, oh, let me just wrap something that I have. But it's kind of cool in that you're adding in something that, you know, people will use. And it might be something that they don't use for a long time until they're like, oh man, don't I still have that mask that I got for Christmas? And then they'll, you know, make it a night, throw on some music, you know, pour a glass of wine or something. Like, I don't know what people do, but that could be an experience for people. So if you are watching on another channel, on another app, another platform, I just highly suggest you pop on over to Amazon Live so that you can follow the profile, follow my profile here so that you get notified. If you're on YouTube or Twitter or something like that and you're watching, then if you hop on over to Amazon, it's easier to add the products to your cart because you're already in your Amazon profile. So if you are looking for a way to find my profile, you can go to, this is easy. Let me just put the link on so it'll redirect you to my Amazon profile. So this is the link. So it's going to be at the bottom. So if you go to collegeofstyle.link/SCM Amazon, then it'll pull you into my Amazon profile because my Amazon profile is like some long digit number and it won't pull you directly in if I just pull it out, because then you're going to have to look at numbers. But you can remember collegeofstyle.link/SCM Amazon. Okay, so I have the Origins off and my face, it feels a little tighter. I'm going to tell you that. My face feels a little tighter. Now, I'm hoping that the blackheads, if I have any, that maybe they're gone. Hopefully they're gone. Okay, so let's take off this next one. So that was the Origins Clear Improvement. And I'm going to stop the screen share for that. And let me just put up the other one that I have on right now, which is this. It's the Clarins. This one, let me put it this way, Clarins. It's the Hydra Essential eye mask. So that you can see it's kind of still kind of glistening a little bit. But this one, the Clarins eye mask, is one that I've not used before. So I wanted to share my experience with you as I used it. So this one is 2776 and moisturizing mask for your eyes. It's for all skin types. It says with moisturizing and draining assets for a magnificent and vibrant look. So you can be the judge. If I look and magnificent and if I look vibrant, then this might be your bad baby, right? All right, so let me just take this off so that I can do, I'm going to do the spackle next, which I think is really fun. Just take it off. And hopefully I do feel like a little bit more vibrant. I mean, I have bags. Like I have some serious bags. And so I mean, come on. Come on. That's what I'm going to say. I'm just saying I think I look a little more magnificent here like it said. So that one is 2776. And like I said, if you're following on any other platform, hit that follow button on the Amazon live screen, and you can, down below is the link in order to get to my Amazon profile. I'm going to take that off for just a second because it might be a little bit distracting. But let's move in to the next. Now, I had 2 children, okay? And recently I've been trying to get back into shape. All right. So I have something that I put on here that might not necessarily be a gift that you would be comfortable giving to anyone but yourself. Okay. So this one is called a waist trimmer trainer. And I have one. I'm going to show it to you right here. And I will put it on for you. But it is this waist trimmer trainer. It goes kind of like this. Let me put this down so you can see. Is it upside down? No. And it has a few different things. It actually goes like this. So it goes like this. And basically, as you do it, you pull it apart and you put your body in, you wrap, and then you pull these extra ones to bring it in. There's another one on this side, and you bring it in, right? So this is how you actually use it. So this one, I'm gonna actually put it on so that you can see. But when you use a waist trainer, for me, I was trying to pull myself together in a way so that I'm thinking about sucking in my stomach. Now, everyone has a different idea of what is beautiful and what is healthy. For me, my stomach is my problem area for me. And I felt like I was just letting it hang, right? So me as a professional dancer, many, many years in the past, 30 years of dancing, I never really had that issue, right? You're always, moving. And when I started designing and doing a lot of digital design for clients, I'm sitting, right? And so I'm always sitting. So with this product, it's $22.99. Let me pull it up so that you can see it because I use it. And I feel like if you are going to do something for yourself for the holidays, and this is in one of your wants and wishes, it might not necessarily be the best gift to give to anyone but yourself because you don't want to make someone feel a certain way. This one's $22.99, like I said. It's from a brand called Mermaid's Mystery, which I think is why there's a double M. And I have had this, does it even say? My mom bought this for me, so it might not say on here, but I'm going to show you how to put it on. So let me back this bad boy a little bit. All right, so you're just going to be seeing my waist for just a little bit. All right, so let me take this off the screen really quick. All right, so I'm going to show you exactly how you put it on. So for me, like I said, my problem area is my stomach, right? So I always like to, when I put it on, I like to pull this up and have my shirt down so that it's not on my bare skin. Pull this over and then pull this other part over the top. And then I like to, let me back this up a little bit more. And then I like to make sure it's aligned like top to bottom. And then you can pull this one in here and this one in here. And right now, I can line them up. Now it pulls you in, but it also feels like it gives you support with these right here. And if you can see this line, it's like another avenue of support on either side, right here. Turn around right here and here. So when you're putting it on, you are in, like you're not coming out, right? I don't typically do it like that, although you could start like that and just have these kind of, on the sides right here so that they're not actually pulling. But I don't ever recommend going like that because to me, I can't breathe, right? To me, it's all about having that reminder there to pull you in, but not feeling so uncomfortable that you can't actually function, right? So this one, I mean, you could go that far, but I keep it in a way where I can stand and breathe, and that's where it lives. Now, for a long time, I was putting it lower down here because that's where my area was, right? I was putting it lower so that I could remember to not forget my lower abdomen. And this helps me when I'm walking, right? When I'm walking to be like, okay, don't forget, this is here. But it's hard to have it lower and then try to sit down. So think about that when you are doing any sort of looking at products like that. What purpose you're looking at it for, and if it's going to really get you into the next place or wherever you're trying to be physically. So for me, that's a constant reminder of like, pull it in, because when you sit down, it's easy just to let it go. So that one is one that I highly recommend because it does the trick. It does exactly what it says it's supposed to do. And I've had other ones in the past too. Like I said, I had 2 kids. So that is a really great one. Now, let me go to the next, which I told you about before, that I haven't used before, but we're going to try it today. So this one is from, you can't see that, Laura Geller. It's called Spackle. Okay. And it's a hydrate. It's called Hydrate. I think they have a few of these in their offerings. So when you see it, and let me click in so that you can actually see what I'm talking about on the screen. Now, when you see this particular one, the product specifications, it says it's $32. And it says, farewell to dry and flaky skin. Quench your skin's thirst with this 2-in-1 moisturizer and primer and save time on your beauty regimen. Okay, so if you are looking to save time on your beauty regimen by having this be not just a moisturizer, but also a primer, right? Because a lot of times people use primer, especially on your eyes when you are, about to do your makeup. But now you can see it a little bit bigger. This is the Hydrate one. When you click through, there are a few different ones that look like this, but the inside here is a different color and it'll say something else. So this is the Hydrate one. So if you are looking for, like you can see, if we scroll down a little bit, there's similar items and things like that. It'll say like frequently bought together, balance and brighten shimmer or kabuki brush, like all these different things. But if you're thinking about just utilizing this as, I need to get something to, hydrate my skin. We're going to try it out today. So let's see. I have not tried this before, so I want you to see my actual reaction to if I think it's working or not. I guess I didn't take that. There we go. All right. Clearly never used. All right. So you can see it has this kind of like tip going on there. So let's see. You can see this and do this in a way that you can see. Is it going to come out? Oh, or maybe I have to pump it. Oh, I have to pump it. It's lovely. Okay, so it's a pumper. Okay. Oh, okay. So you can see it's a pump, right? All right. So let's see how this goes. It's supposed to be refreshing. And since I just did my mask, this should just be like the ultimate, right? Okay. So we've got it there. Let's do here. All right. Moisturizer and primer. One more. Okay. Well, do I feel moisturized? I think I do. It smells cool too. And if you're priming your skin for your makeup routine, then voila. Okay, so that is the spackle, which I just love the name just because it reminds me of like, your canvas is like, going to town on your house. So Laura Geller Spackle Skin Perfecting Primer. So that is on my list. It is $32, which I mean, it's kind of a lot of primer in here. So this is two ounces. And it has a really cool little pumper. So I really liked that part because it kind of surprised me. So try it out for yourself. I would add this to your cart. I'm a fan now. And I have done 3 things on my face already, and it's not even 11 o'clock. So if you're watching this on any of the other channels, social channels, feel free, pop on over to Amazon Live and follow me clicking the button. I'm pretty sure it's in the top left. So that you can get notified whenever I go live. I'm talking style and strategy. Today, we are strategizing on how to put our best face forward and some last minute gifts for Christmas. And so far, I have talked about the Origins active charcoal mask that I did earlier. I did a Clarins Hydra Essential eye mask as well. And I just did the Laura Geller Spackle primer. So skin perfecting primer. So these are the 3 that we've already talked about today. If you want to rewind that video back, but I'm feeling good. I'm feeling rejuvenated, and all of those are for under 50. Every single one that I've talked about is under $50. So when you think about skincare, a lot of times skincare can get really pricey, and so all 3 of them are under 50, and actually under 40. So that's a really good thing. All right. So I'm going to put something on my face now again. And because I'm going to use a few new things today that I haven't put on before so that we can get some makeup going. Feel free to drop a note in the chat also if you're on Amazon and want to say hi. Tell me where you're logged in from so that I can say hi to you. All right, so let's see here. The next one that I want to do is the Revlon Color Stay. And like I said, I already did the mask, the Clarins mask to rejuvenate under my eyes. And I feel like it did do some rejuvenation, but because I'm doing makeup, some makeup things today, I'm also going to use my Revlon Color Stay. So I'm going to use this right here and right here, just because, because I always do. So you'll see how that works. Now, when you click through on Amazon, this one is $16.99. And obviously, this is my color, right? It's a light, excuse me, it's a light concealer. It says it's 2 per case. So just be aware of what you are looking at when you're looking at the description. It says it's formulated to cover imperfections and conceal blemishes and dark circles. Now, I did a little bit with the origins, excuse me, sorry, the Clarins mask. But I do want to always share what I typically do as my beauty routine. So this one that you see on the screen, this is what I'm talking about. It's the Revlon Color Stay Light Concealer. And when we talk about style and strategy, this is just my personal strategy to make myself feel the best when I walk into any virtual experience. So I'm going to actually just minimize this just a little bit so I can actually put this on and not feel like I'm doing something crazy to my face. All right. So a lot of times people will like do this like zone, this like triangle zone. I am not a makeup guru, and I just like to pat, pat, pat and make sure that it's not something that is totally obvious. And I also don't like putting on a ton of like the zone for me feels like you are putting on a ton of makeup onto your face. And then what are you doing? You're taking it all off at the end of the day. So I just am not, I'm a conserver. I'm a conserver of the makeup. So that's my concealer. So I'm just trying to make sure that I'm not having too dark of circles under my eyes. And then I also put on here, that one is $16.99, like I said. And then this one is the NARS. Let me just show you on the screen the NARS Sheer Glow Foundation. So this is the one that I use every single day. And I absolutely love it. It's hard to find the right foundation. Like it's hard when you are looking at your skin and feeling like, do I need like full coverage? Do I need some, like this is the one that I have come to and I know and love, and it knows and loves me. But this is the NARS Sheer Glow Foundation, and it's called Syracuse. And when you click through, you can see last purchase August 16th, like this year, like 2 months ago. So when you see, oh, I love Amazon, how it says set a reminder. Look at that. Okay, so when you click through on the screen down below, if you're watching on any other platform, you might not see that. So head on over to Amazon to make sure that you see what I'm talking about. But you will see all the different shades. So even though I have this one listed in my cart or listed on my list, when you click through, you will see a whole bunch of different shades so that you can pick the one that matches your skin tone. So I always, always, always love, love, love to recommend things that you can see. Like I actually buy this, instead of it being something that you're like, oh, that's nice and it looks pretty, but does it work? Right. So this is something that I actually invest my time, money, and energy into, which all the products are. Like you can see, I have products on here that I am demonstrating that I have physically in hand that I use and not just recommending because they're cool. So I am of the mind that if I can do a 5-minute makeup routine, that's a strategy. Because people are busy. You know what I mean? Like people get busy and or they get called into a meeting last minute, especially virtually. Like why people do that, I don't know. But it is what happens, right? So let's say you didn't get ready today for work and you need a 5-minute makeup routine. I always suggest not trying to overcomplicate things with really heavy makeup, but creating a routine that is for you, that works for you in 5 minutes, because maybe you don't have 5 minutes to get into your virtual thing, but maybe you can click on your screen and say, I'll turn my video on in just a minute. And you get your 5 minutes done while people are entering and muting their microphones and doing whatever they need to be doing. I also am constantly um, using this on my eyes too, because I think that it is the perfect shade for my face. So you will see this as my sheer glow foundation. Boom. Like, to me, that is like, I don't really need to put anything else on. If I just wanted to get onto any sort of meeting or anything like that, like, I didn't really change too much. I just put on foundation and I'm good. Right. And if you feel like that, if the foundation can do that for you, where you feel like, hey, I can walk into any place and I don't feel like, whatever is happening on my face is going to be distracting from the meeting or the event or the project or whatever it is, then that's for you. That's why I love, 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 love this as a last minute gift, because everybody, I don't care if you are a first time makeup user or a 40-year makeup user, you get a brand new foundation and you're like, oh. Like, that's me. Like, I'm like, yes. Like, I love a brand new foundation. I just do. It doesn't matter if I have one. If somebody gave me one, I'd be like, yes, thank you. Oh my goodness, let's do this. And I have this going on here too. So I should probably have used my other one to do that, just a lighter one, just because. Let me see, I can do this in reverse. Yes, boom. So now you can see both instances where the NARS and the Revlon that are both in my list today did the trick, because I just boom, 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 call it a day. We are out. So this one, let me put it up in a different, there we go. This one's $37.99. Like, as you can see on the screen, I last purchased this in August and I still have, so I use this every day. I still have some in here. It's not like I'm like depleting it every single day. And that's because it's a sheer foundation. You're not having to like throw it all on. Like heavy, 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 like heavy cream. You're not doing that, right? And it does the deal. It does the deal. So that's why I really like it. Like I said, if you're not following me, hit that button so that you get notified whenever I go live. The next one that I wanted to talk about, boom, 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 is some Clinique. So I'm going to pop it up on the screen so that you can see it, and stop sharing that one. But I love some Clinique, and I'm going to have fingerprints all over this one. I have talked about this one before, but I wanted to talk about it because I'm going to be doing the eyeliner today, and I didn't want to not have some sort of eyeshadow on there. But this one, I've talked about it before, and let me pull it up so that you can see it on the shared screen as well. But this one is called Best of Black Honey. Excuse me. And when you see it full screen, let me put it up here. You can see that inside it has several colors, right? Several colors. I tend to use the darker colors on like the crease of my eye, and then the lighter colors to kind of like go on here, this like lower lid, and then to like highlight right by my eyebrows, right? I've also used the darker brown to fill in my eyebrow. I know a lot of people use like an eyebrow pencil, but you can certainly use an eyeshadow that's darker to just fill it in. So we're just going to start with that. I'm going to just use the little brush that comes with it, so that you can see just the filler in of eyebrows, because sometimes you like a darker brow, right? And I have kind of these wispies in the middle, that don't always, they're not always filled out. And let me actually, 'cause I know I'm going to do myself some injustice here because I'm doing this backwards. All right. Just to make them a little bit darker, just to stand out just a little bit more. And I actually need to cut a hair here. It's doing something. Yes, it is. It is doing something, doing the most over here. All right. So that just in filling eyebrows with the darker brown from this palette, I actually have eyebrows now. Like you can see them. Okay. So I'm going to use a different lighter shade to do some of this really quick. This is not in the palette. This is a MAC eyeshadow, but I didn't put it into my list today. I put this palette in. So, all right. So I always like to start with that, but then I'm going to put this one, the darker brown into the crease. So when you think about your show up strategy, right? I was talking on my podcast today about Shopify and different e-commerce platforms and how you can show up for your customers. And it's the same kind of thing when you think about your strategy in showing up for being online, right? You want to make it for your customers, for like Shopify, you want to make it as easy for them to find your products and services as it possibly can be. And just for you showing up online, you want to make your makeup routine or your daily face routine as easy as possible so you make it easier on yourself to show up for your customers on a daily basis, right? So it's the same sort of mentality, but it has to be implemented, right? So if you are looking for a gift for someone else, I love this palette. If you're looking for a gift for you, I love this palette. And that's just because it has this kind of range of dark brown and gold in it that I really love. And it makes me feel like I don't have to do much in order for it to stand out, right? I think a lot of times we watch a lot of makeup tutorials and you feel like, wow, they did a lot. Like, wow, they went in on their makeup, and you don't have that kind of time, right? Like, I don't have that kind of time. And that's why I'm not a makeup artist and I don't do that for a living because I don't have that kind of time. And it's great because it's visual and it's stimulating and it feels like they are, extremely, talented. But it doesn't make me feel all that great because I'm like, what am I doing over here? Like, I have like 2 seconds to put makeup on before someone's screaming about going to the potty or someone's making noise and I'm trying to record something live. Like there's just too much going on, right? All right, so I just did the brown, the darker brown in the creases, and I also used the darker brown on my eyebrows. So if you're thinking about just needing some sort of darker brown, let me pull this out so you can see. I just did here and here, and I kind of blended it just a little bit. I'm going to put something above. Like I said, I need to cut this hair. My goodness, it's doing something awful. And I'm going to do something here so that I can change it up just a little bit. But I used just the darker brown from this. You can see there's a lot of makeup on the top, but you can see the darker brown from this right in here to go here and to go here. So then what I wanted to switch over to is this NARS palette. So let me put it on the screen so that you can see. The one that you see right now, it says it's unavailable, but you can add it to your list, which is what I love to do with Amazon, is to add it to your list so that you can be notified when it does become available. So even if you don't have it right now, it is 2 months till Christmas. All right, so I'm going to put up the NARS palette so that you can see the one that I'm going to be putting on. And this is called Exposed Cheek Palette. But that doesn't mean that you always have to do what it tells you to do, right? If it says it's for your cheeks, it's still makeup, right? You can use it. I'm going to today on my eyes. That doesn't really mean that you want to use mascara everywhere on your face. So just know that. But for cheeks and for eyeshadow, I mean, I feel like some of these things are interchangeable. So I'm going to showcase this as an eyeshadow because I have another one that I'm showcasing as cheeks today. So this one, let me see, NARS Exposed. Let me showcase this on the screen. You can see it's this really beautiful packaging. It's $49 and it is gorgeous. It's gorgeous. It looks exactly like it does in the picture. And it has these like little mountainous things that you can see in the picture, and it has them the same in the palette. So what I'm going to use this today to do is, this one right here, I'm going to use on my eyes. It's kind of a peachy color and I really, really love it. Because it's not like too overstated. If you are joining me just now from anywhere else, because I know I'm live streaming on Twitter as well as YouTube, as well as Amazon Live, feel free to drop in the chat where you're joining me from. All right. So this one's kind of peachy and it's really understated. So you can see that even though I'm putting it on a few different coats here, it's not overwhelming. Okay. And I really love that. It's kind of a salmony, peachy kind of a color. So this one I really like because it really feels like, and I'm going to put this up here because I can't do this backwards. I know there's so many people who can do things backwards like that. I am not one of them. All right. So that you can see, and it doesn't really get too much, right? But I love this as a last minute gift because it's bright. The whole palette is bright, and when it comes to like standing out, whether you're doing some sort of Christmas party or you are or maybe it's a date night, or maybe you're taking someone out for New Year's Eve or something like that. Like, I love this palette because it's not super muted. Because why go dark or why go like muted when you can go like bright? That's what I'm saying. Because I feel like in the holidays, everyone is really either in traditional red and green or they're kind of in that subdued black and brown phase of the autumn season. Go bright. That's what I'm saying. Stand out. All right. So that's the peachy one, which I don't always use. I tend to go toward the pink. But I also want to use this gold. Okay. So let me show you this gold at the top is one of my favorites. And that's because it has this like shimmer to it. So you want to just dot on your palette to make sure that you're not getting too much. Because as you can see, like literally, I just put that little bit and you can see that right there. Yeah. So when you just do that like little, let me go over here so you can see. When you just do that little bit, you can see that it is like instant. It's not something that like you don't want to do like too much because then you're going to have to redo your entire face. So you want, like for me, I just like doing a little bit in that corner so that it kind of goes right. Now I'm going to use a little bit of white from that other palette to go top, and then I always blend it out, and that's just me because I'm a blender. And then I'm going to put a little bit of the gold palette again or a little bit of gold from this palette here to go up top. And yes, I do need to pluck my eyebrows. And I hope that as you are joining me, you follow me so that you can get more great suggestions on gifts for holidays and strategy, of course. Okay, so I'm going to use this gold again. the gold up here again, um, for just a little bit of like a highlight up here. So I did the white and then I went back just now with the gold. So I really love it. And that's just me, but this is the palette. And I like that if you're giving some sort of gift of makeup, that it comes with more than one color because you just never know. Like I said, and I have a hair on my face somewhere, that you never know which color people are going to love the most. And I typically end up using like one color, of the palette the most. And then I end up um, buying that palette, that color, like in a separate palette. But that's just kind of the way it works. So this one is great. It's $49. I love NARS. You see me on a lot of different Amazon lives talk about NARS, but it's a great last minute Christmas gift because it's giving color. And I think if you can bring color into the fall, do it. All right. So the next one that I wanted to talk about is one that I haven't used yet. So this is my first time. So I wanted to use it with you for the first time. This one, let me take this one off the screen. It's called Lottie London. It's called Wing Woman. So if you haven't had a chance to check it out, you will be able to see how it works. Now, I'm not guaranteeing that I'm going to put this on fabulously because it's too much pressure. And anyone who has opened up a brand new eyeliner knows it's a lot of pressure to get it right. So you will see my attempt at making this look good. But I'm excited because I love a good eyeliner, and especially anything called Wing Woman. I'm like, okay, who are you? Now, as I was looking up Wing Woman today, I came across one by Lady Gaga, and I was like, why didn't she take that name, Wing Woman? That's amazing. All right, so let me show you. And this is $19.95 on Amazon right now. It says there's only one left in stock, but that the order it soon. But you should, if you're watching this replay, I'm assuming that they will probably restock this item, but clearly people are buying it. So I'm looking forward to putting this on. $19.99 is also really great for eyeliner. So if you see this, you see that it it just pops off like that. And I am not going to look at the screen while I do this so that you can not see me poke my eye out. I'm going to look down a little bit. So as you see me do it here, you'll see me looking a little bit this way. All right. Let me turn this screen so that you can see a little bit. There we go. All right. So I like going from the outside in. Some people can just do it without looking. Those are the pros. Now, it's so funny because I've been doing makeup on myself for years. 4 years. And still, eyeliner is difficult. I don't know why. I don't know. All right. Sorry if I'm not talking, but I'm trying to concentrate. Concentrate. All right, so let's do a little bit more to make it look a little more wingish. Get it out there a little bit. Go a little bit out to the side. I feel obligated since it's called Wing Woman to get it a little bit more. I feel like I need to fix that little part right there in the middle. So that's what happens. You just start fixing little parts. Yeah, I'm okay with that. You start fixing little parts on your eyeliner, and then it's all the way out to here. Then it's like literally, you got to start over. I don't know. It's kind of like when you start doing the what's it called? Like the cat eye. Yeah. You're like, oh, I want a smoky eye. And you end up with just a black eye instead of an actual smoky eye. I always feel like that's just super advanced for me. Any sort of smoky eye interpretation, it's just not happening. All right, let's see here. Trying to make sure that my eyes both look the same. I think that one's going up a little bit more. So we'll go up a little bit more. Oop. Now we're gonna have to fix that one a little bit. It went up a little bit. All right. What do you think of my cat eyes? My wingtips.
Looks nice.
Thank you. Hey. My husband likes it. All right. So I think we are pretty much the same on both sides. Pretty much. I think this one's a little bit deeper. Let me do a little bit. Sorry. Do that so you can see. A little bit thicker. Like that. That's a little thicker to match it. All right. I think we are pretty much even. Okay. So excited. I don't know what it is about actually getting eyeliner to do what you want. That is so exciting, but it's pretty satisfying. All right, so this one is called Wing Woman. And it's by Lottie London. Pretty sure. Yeah, Lottie London. And it's got that really fun packaging too. So, yes, this is great as a last minute gift idea. If you are thinking stocking stuffers, great. If you're thinking like cool little makeup kit, even better. Everybody likes a good eyeliner. So, I am a fan. And I actually got it on pretty good today. All right, so that's one of them. Okay. That was stressful. That was stressful. Okay, so let's move on. That one's $19.99. I love that one. I recommend it, definitely. All right, so the next that I wanted to do is MAC. All right, so this one is one that I am actually running out of. Okay, so let me show you. Move this back up. I'm going to make sure that it's on the screen for you to see because I love this color. Like, love it to death. I constantly am utilizing this color because it's not overwhelming. That's another thing, is it's not overwhelming, and I love the name. Okay, so this one's called Petal Power. And as you can see, it's in this, like, turn it around for you. It's in this little circular container. Mine is running out. I just want you to know. So you can see the little, now you can see on mine, you can see the little divots. But on the brand spanking new ones, you can't see that. This is how much I love this color. All right. So if you are looking at it bigger a little bit, it's $35.30. Love it. Definitely worth it. And it's not overwhelming. Like, I love that when you think about blush, a lot of people just like you look like what is it called? People do like lightning bolts on their cheeks, right? But this one is something that I think really complements, at least for my skin, it just complements, right? It's not overwhelming. It's not too standing out on my face, even when I put a lot on. I mean, it just kind of like, hi. You know what I mean? Like it just gives you that kind of glow. Hey, okay, so I see somebody just started following. It does not tell me what your name is, but I so appreciate you for following me. There's a follow button, I think, right up here in there in the little corner. Feel free to follow me if you feel like some of these are gifts that you would love to send to people. And I keep giving them. I keep, doing these live sessions because I really love sharing all of these favorites of mine. So thank you for following me. But this one, as you can see, it's not overwhelming. It's still a little bit understated and it has a little bit of a shimmer. If you can see, let me pull up the little description so you can see a little bit more. Petal Power, it says the finish is natural. It's MAC Mineralized Blush Petal Power, and it's for normal skin. Okay, so it always on all of the Amazon descriptions, it will say like if it's for complicated, oily, normal skin. So this is for normal skin. And I absolutely love it. It's $35.30. It says only 20 left in stock. And if you have Prime like I do, it delivers the next day typically. But if you're watching this on a replay, the amounts might change. So I would definitely put this in your cart if you are watching right now. I absolutely love it. So next, not least, not even last. Okay, so the one that I wanted to showcase next is something that I love to go with this kind of a look, even though I've got like a lot going on up top. I'm going to start with, where did it go? This is NARS, and it is called Orgasm. Okay, so if you are thinking about some sort of lip balm or some sort of lipstick that doesn't feel like lipstick, this is the one for you. And I love it because it never fails me. Like never. And I absolutely, like, I have a blush with the same name by NARS. And let me put it on the screen as well so you can see it. But I absolutely love this one. And I've talked about this one before, but I wanted to put it on my last minute gifts because this one will save you when you don't have anything on your face, which I don't have any lipstick on right now. So I want you to see what it looks like because it's kind of got this like very natural look to it. Mine look kind of dry right now. So you can see a little bit of the change between this one is nothing on it and this one has some on it, right? A little bit of the change. It's kind of glossy looking, but it's not glossy on. It's just moisturizing on. So you can see how if you don't have anything on your face, that is not, it's not like a dark lipstick and it feels like lip gloss, right? Or not lip gloss, like lip balm, right? Where it doesn't feel like you have something really sticky on your face. It just feels like it's moisturizing your skin. That works with this face, right? I have another lipstick that I'm going to show you from MAC that also works. But even if you have wingtipped eyes and you just have a little bit of shine, you could be good. You could be good. And that's why I always recommend this one as a last minute gift, especially for Christmas, because number one, I love the packaging. It's got this like shine going on. Number two, you can use it every single day. This could be your everyday lipstick. It could be everyone's everyday lipstick because it's not necessarily got a huge tint on it to make it be like, oh, that's a red, or oh, that's too dark, or whatever. This is like, it's just highlighting the natural of what your lip color is with a little bit of like a pink to it. But it makes your skin feel luxurious. And that's what I love about it. And the other thing is when you're getting into those winter months and you're like, oh, I need something for my lips, right? Because it's cold and you don't want to be chapped, all that. This is the go-to. This is the go-to. So if you haven't had a chance to check this one out, I would drop it in your cart. This one's on the higher end, $36.97 for this. Yes. And I would put it in there. Make it be a double, right? Give one to somebody and get one for yourself. I love it that much. All right, so I'm going to get off my high horse of that one. But I do recommend that one for you. And last but not least, we have to finish our eyes, right? Okay, so I love this one, which I'm going to take that off the screen and show you the next one that I just put up. It's the Revlon Ultimate All-in-One. It's a mascara, right? So if you haven't had a chance to find the mascara for you, on almost every session that I've done, unless it's been about business books or something, I've talked about a mascara because I'm just as obsessed with mascara as I am with lipstick. And it's a strategy too. When you think about your mascara says your intention a little bit. I think when you are putting your face on, like you are either like full lash or you are demure, right? There's a spectrum in between, but your mascara will set that intention for you as to how your eyes pop. So let me share the screen so that you can see a little more detail of what you'd be getting if you put this into your cart and get it. So this one, Revlon Ultimate All-in-One Mascara. It's the blackest black. Now, if I could be like somebody who names products, that is the ultimate blackest black. It is right now, if you get it, because this is on the lower end, right now it's $4.53. When you think about like the liners and the and mascaras that you see in like drugstore, you could be paying $10, right? But this is you're saving. The list price is $7.55, but if you click the coupon, you are saving, I guess, $2.78. And then there's also that opportunity to subscribe and save. So Amazon's giving you some options also. They're giving you some, different options on how to purchase and things like that. I love that it says it's waterproof. And I'm going to put it on so that I can fix my face for the day. And you can see how that shapes my eyes by just putting it on. So like I said before, I'm not going to put it on looking at you because I will mess up everything. But I do think that it's really, it's an essential that you have a good mascara, and it really does come down to the brush, right? Oh, hey. Okay. So JP, thank you for saying hi. Where are you joining me from? Hi, JP. I love when people talk to me in the comments. Okay, so this is the brush. Now, I showed you a few weeks ago, I did one on, what's it called? A wingtip one. Now, this one has a really small brush, okay? And it's really kind of tight if you look at it, okay? So there's a little like weave. I don't know if you can see the weave as I turn it. But it's a smaller brush, right? So as you put on any sort of mascara, I always, that does wonders. Do you see how that just already? I like to make sure that you have a brush that works for you. Because if it's not, you're not going to apply it in a way that's going to help your eyelashes stand out. And it really does come down to the brush, right? It comes down to the brush. Especially if you go all the way in on that eyeliner, you want your eyes to really pop. Like, how many times have you gotten out of the house and you forgot your mascara? Yes. Okay. So I have done the same. That's why one of my essentials in my makeup or in my purse, number one, is gum. Number two, it's actually on our family's Amazon. Oh, hey. Okay, Michigan's in the house. Okay, let me tell you, I'm a Duck and a Trojan, so I'm not really a Michigan fan, but I do respect the game. So, how is Michigan? Are you snowing in Michigan right now? Because I saw it was like snowing in New York, like already. So, and I have family in Washington State, and they were like, oh, it's in the 40s. I'm like, oh my goodness, that is crazy. All right, so the brushes are really what makes your mascara, right? And you want your eyes to pop, right? So now you can see, like, I have one eye done, one eye not done with mascara. Is there something satisfying about watching people put mascara on and hoping that they don't stab their eye out? I'm just saying. All right. Oh, you're not from Michigan. Okay. No, it's not cold here. My daughter is in shorts. Okay. So if you're still in shorts, that's awesome. I am not in shorts still. It rained today in LA. So if you're not in Michigan, where are you, JP? Somewhere hot. Let me see. I'm going to say Arizona. But Arizona gets cold too. All right. Well, let's do the other one. So now you can see this eye has the mascara and this eye does not. Let me lean in a little bit closer so you can see. Yes. All right. So do this second eye so you can see. All right. And if you haven't had a chance, feel free, hit that button in the top to follow my Amazon profile because you will get notified every time I go live. All right. Oh, I'm in Michigan, just not from Michigan. All right. So, but you're still in shorts in Michigan. Okay. That's cool. All right. So let's see. Finish this off. Okay. JP, have you finished buying your gifts for Christmas or even if you celebrate Christmas? All right. So, like I said, the brush is really important in making sure that you get your eyelashes looking the way that you want. You know, if you don't think that it does it for you, oh, what button? Okay, so he's asking me in the comments what button. I'm pretty sure there's a button somewhere up here that says follow, where you can follow my Amazon Live or my Amazon influencer profile. It should be in the top left hand of your screen, like as you're looking at it, this would be your left, but it could be over there. You know, the interfaces do change, but you could see it on the other side. But there should be a button that says follow, so that you can follow my Amazon profile. So that's a good question. If you were wondering like where the button is, it should be top left of your screen, probably in that pink area that is pinked out right here on my screen. So yeah, so the other part of doing mascara that I think people don't do, but you can, is you can do two coats, right? You can do more than one if you want to thicken it up, if it's not thick enough for you. So I'm going to finish off my bottom row. Last week, I used some, what's it called? Yes, there is a pink area, but no button. Huh, interesting. Well, there should be. Let me look on my screen, and I'll share it with you so that you can see. I'll share my live screen. Let's see what others see. Okay, well, it looks like I'm following. Okay, so I'm going to share this here so that you can see what is a typical Amazon influencer page. All right, so if you see, make it bigger. If you're looking at the screen right now, you'll see my, let me put it this way. You'll see my headshot at the very top, and then you'll see my name, or I should say it this way, headshot at the very top, then you see my name, and then you see another photo that's got like me going like this, like that in a pink coat. And next to my name, where that check mark is, there's a grayed out box that right now it says following, because I guess I must be following myself, but that's where you would hit the follow button, right? So that's the part where you would be able to follow my profile. So hopefully you see it there. Live is on the right and nothing on the other side. Well, it should be there. It should be there as far as the profile. So you can click on my name during inside of the live, and you should be able to see that. Let me see. It might be because you're watching it live, but you should be able to click the follow button. But that's where you would find it, is right next to my name. And that's how you would follow. So that's that's what I see from my side. So now you see what I see when I look at my Amazon profile. All right. So the other one that you asked about, not started, but okay. So you are not finished with doing your shopping, which a lot of people aren't, but you still have what, 63 days, something like that, before Christmas. I think I counted it up the other day. All right, so let me get back to this one really quick so you can see it on my page. So this is the Revlon Ultimate All-in-One Blackest Black. Okay, so that's this one that I just put on. And then now what I wanted to do is showcase one last product that I put into my list today. And that is the MAC Luster lipstick. And I'm going to pull it up on the screen so you can see it as well. And it is, oh no. Okay, so this one says it's currently unavailable. So it's the Capricious color, but you can certainly click into it and add it to your list. And I'm just going to show you. I'm going to take off. Oh, I'm going to take off this other one first so that you can see it without the NARS on. So you can see this was the NARS that I had on earlier. It's called the NARS Orgasm one, and it's really just, it just enhances your natural lip color. But this one, let me put it on so you can see. And MAC has tons of other colors as well. But I really like this one. It's not as dark as some other ones that I have. Like I live in red. But it's a little darker than the Orgasm one. And it is an actual lip color. Let me see. Oh, so should it be on the left on the side of the A and live in the pink in the top? So it should just be a button that you see. But you can click on my name and it should just take you to the actual profile. I'm going to put it up here on the screen so you can actually, if you don't find it, by just clicking on my name. Hopefully you see my name on the screen. You can click on my name and then you'll end up on my profile. And if you're on the profile, then you should be able to find the follow button from there. So that's how you would find that. And let me share just this screen of the lipstick. Even though it says it's unavailable right now, that doesn't mean if you watch it on a replay, it might not show up. But you can add it to your list. So if you're looking, this is the great thing about Amazon, you can click on where it says over here, you can click it, add to list, and it'll tell you when it comes back in stock. So I apologize for that. I didn't notice that when I added it to my list today. But neither here nor there. Those are the things that I added into my list for you for last minute gifts that are especially for the makeup minded. And what we started off with, I'm just going to go all the way back through for some of the, for people who just joined me. We did Revlon Color Stay, which went under my eyes. I did the Clinique Best of Black Honey, which is all of my eyeshadows today and my eyebrows. I did the Lottie London Wing Woman. Where did I put it? The Wing Woman eyeliner, the wing tip that I did on both sides that I'm super proud of myself for. I did the Laura Geller Spackle. I did this one, which is the primer, which I actually really love. I did the NARS Exposed Palette, which was really cool. And it also is this, and this is my eyeshadow as well. And then I did, which is the palette's 4654, my foundation, the NARS Sheer Glow Foundation. And then the Revlon, which I just did, the all-in-one mascara, which is 477. I also, if you missed it at the very beginning, I did an entire mask. I did the Origins active charcoal mask. And then I did, you saw me use this one earlier. It's the Orgasm NARS lipstick. That's really cool. It's only $36.97. And then what's on my cheeks is the MAC. It's the Petal Power blush, which is $33.43. And then on my lips right now, which you can add to your list, is the MAC Luster lipstick. I also did an eye mask, which was really cool. The Clarins eye mask that I did under my eyes. That's $27.73. And I also talked about the waist trainer, because I really do think that if you're going to give yourself a gift, and if it's something that is like myself, I had 2 kids, I'm still working on it. If that's you, then that might be a perfect gift for you too. But all of those are really great last minute gifts. If you're struggling to find something that's going to work for your colleagues or your family members or your partner, your spouse, any of these as either all in one as a big, self-care package, or individuals that you can do like in a stocking stuffer or something like that. I think these are great experience type gifts, so that people are having some sort of experience where they are, doing a makeup day, or they're doing a spa day at home, or they're, sharing the mask experience with someone else, while they're wrapping gifts or whatever it might be. I think that these are great gifts. And JP, you said under your live, the picture, I clicked on your name with that in it. Yes. So you would click on the one that says follow, that's right next to my name on my profile. And then you're following me on Amazon. And so then you'll get notifications whenever I go live on Amazon. And you can ask questions like JP has in the live chat. And if you have any suggestions of products that you think, I've been looking at this product, how would you try it? So I can see what it does online, or maybe you have the same skin tone that I do, and maybe you want to see what it looks like before you buy it. I'm certainly open to, trying new things. So feel free, send me a message in the chat during a live session of maybe product suggestions for maybe a future session. I love doing that as well. I do these lives every Saturday at 10 a.m. Pacific time. So if you're around at 10 a.m. Pacific time, sweet. If you are not, you will still get the notification that I'm going live. And then you can come back whenever you have a chance. If you're watching this on a replay, hey, you can still watch it on the replay. And, all of those items that I've put in my list, you can still buy during a replay. You can put them in your cart to buy them at a later date as well. So don't think that you just have to get it all done and you just joined the live 30 seconds ago. Go back and check it out. You'll see I did a full mask today. I did an eye mask today. I did a primer today. I did my entire face today. And I talked about how you can give gifts that are experience type gifts during the holidays. So hopefully that helps you to find something great, either for yourself or for a family member, a colleague, or someone you don't know. That's always the gift that is so hard, is the person that you don't know what they need or what they like, right? Sometimes you know what they want, but you just, you kind of have to get some details, but it's the ones that you don't know what they need, or they have everything and like whatever you give them is not going to make any difference, or you don't know what they like, right? You don't know, well, should I get them the tea? Like, do they like tea? Like all of that just makes you feel stressed, right? And it's all about de-stressing your holiday experience with a little style and strategy. So I really enjoyed spending this Saturday with you. And in the month of November, I'm going to add more live sessions so that we can add on to all the great gifts, ideas, and a little bit of that style and strategy that I talk about digital marketing every single time I get on, because it's always top of mind. And like I always do, you can always find me on my socials. Whenever you have a chance, feel free to drop me a DM. This is how you can find me. Take care.